What is going on, cryptocurrency investors? Welcome to Crypto Review Central. My name is Landon, and let's just jump right into it. The cryptocurrency markets have seen a lot of turbulence in the last few days, getting a big pump caused by some tether confusion, and we've yet to fully retrace from that jump, getting a big cup and handle formation that we've yet to see what is going to happen. First up, we have White House to pit XRP against Bitcoin, fearing China's mining dominance. The US administration is interested in pitting Ripple's centralized XRP token against Bitcoin to tackle China's crypto dominance. Corey Johnson, Ripple's new chief marketing strategist, told Breaker magazine that the White House is researching the consequence of China's Bitcoin mining dominance, which currently amounts to over 80%. As you're probably aware, digital currency and cryptocurrency's popularity among millennials and professional investors in the US has led the Donald Trump administration to explore its potential, realizing that breaking the Chinese mining company's stranglehold would be quite difficult. The US administration thinks it would be better to introduce a competition to limit Bitcoin's exposure in the country. When Corey Johnson started to meet with people in government and regulation, he had very low expectations, but he's been amazed at their open-mindedness, as well as the smart questions they've been able to ask. Bitmain Technologies, a Beijing-based company, produces more than 50% of the world's Bitcoins, producing maximum hash power through its mining subsidiaries, which include BTC.com, Antpool, and Hashnest. Ripple, on the other hand, controls 60% of its XRP supply, provoking many decentralization activists who believe the blockchain company can manipulate the XRP value at any time they choose. Regardless of that, XRP has marked a significant upside recovery than its peer cryptocurrencies following this year's 70% market crash. At one point it was 80%. XRP also showed the maximum gains during the last month's trading session, rising from 28 cents to 60 cents in a flash move. With XRP, there's no mining, so from a foreign control aspect or from an environmental aspect, XRP is a very different beast than that of Bitcoin. How this is going to play out is anyone's guess, but we will be reporting on it as more becomes available. Bitcoin operations continue to be comprehensively banned in China. The country still dominates in Bitcoin mining. The Chinese government is least interested in tackling its trade war with the US by using Bitcoin as a tool, not when it's up against it from day one, and private corporations conducting mining operations do not precisely threat the crypto innovation from the US. They would very likely move their operations outside of China should they find a more economical option. So that seems to be what the Trump administration is doing in conjunction with Ripple to try to bring some competition to the space. Will this just increase tensions with the US and China with this current tariff war going on, or how will it all play out? Let me know in the comments below, because anybody that has a lot of political experience would have a better grasp of how this might play out. Moving on, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are slowly being adopted by institutional investors, says Fidelity official. Recently, Fidelity Investments made headlines by jumping into the cryptocurrency space. They announced that it is spinning off a separate company dedicated exclusively to bringing cryptocurrencies to institutional investors. This newly limited liability corporation will be called Fidelity Digital Assets and will focus on providing enterprise-grade custody solutions, a cryptocurrency trading execution platform, and institutional advising services. This company would be providing its services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, designed to align with blockchain's always-on trading cycle. Unlike the stock market, which operates between 9 and 5 Monday to Friday, it's going to dramatically change the cryptocurrency landscape. Fidelity already has access to 1,300 institutional advisory firms and brokers through which it provides financial services, clearing, custody, and investment associated services, and manages over $7 trillion in customer assets. With this new company, Fidelity will offer 3 main services to this already established network and the new customers it onboards. The most elaborate of these appears to be custody services for Bitcoin, Ether, and other digital assets. In particular, the service is being designed to give institutional investors a compliant way to secure their assets by holding them in a physical vault. Other Fidelity digital asset services will include trade execution that leverages an internal crossing engine and smart order router that will execute trades using multiple third-party cryptocurrency liquidity suppliers. These trading services do not amount to an exchange, but the piping that directly connects Fidelity customers to existing exchanges. To make it easier for institutions that are new to crypto, Fidelity Digital Assets will also offer a dedicated client services team to help with the onboarding process. This makes cryptocurrencies a very investable asset class. With Fidelity and other companies, they're doing their research. They're developing a thesis around why these tokens may have value in the future, and that's really driving a lot of interest. CZ from Binance tweeted, "Not a small fund," and no doubt about that. Joseph Young also said Fidelity is the world's largest independent brokerage with 2.45 trillion assets under management and is going to facilitate crypto trades. I would say that this is optimistic as the approval of a Bitcoin ETF looms overhead. This is definitely going to attract more institutional monies into cryptocurrency, and I'm hoping to see it balloon us beyond $500 billion. But do not hold your breath because we are not out of sideways action anytime soon. In other news, Tron and Justin Sun have disappointed investors, and Justin Sun himself is being accused of misleading TRX holders. He tweeted out last week that it's Tron's first time to partner with a tens of billions USD valuation industry giant, and he wanted the investors to romanticize about who it would be. Quickly, the investor base pointed towards China's Google, Baidu. However, Chinese media came out reporting that the partnership was nothing more than the purchase of Baidu Cloud Computing. It's basically about Tron buying cloud computing resources from Baidu and is in no shape or form a partnership. So please be aware of that. I'm not seeing a lot of content creators talking about this. Tron did get a nice pump in lieu of that news, but it has since lost most of that, still sitting at 2 cents. It's a far cry from where it was back when we had almost a $1 trillion market cap and TRX was about 30 cents. Honestly though, it really doesn't change my opinion about Tron. I realize this is an emerging space, and I realize that CEOs, even ones as holier than now like Justin Sun, do make mistakes, do try to hype up their investor base because they too are excited about their project. It's just in a position of power like Justin Sun is, he has to be careful with what he says because this is definitely coming to bite him in the butt. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Was Justin Sun out of line in suggesting there's a partnership with Baidu when in reality they're just renting out some cloud services? Or do you think Justin Sun has something bigger in the works that we are just not aware of? Either one, in my opinion, is a logical conclusion, but it doesn't change my opinion on Tron very much. I still think it's a very viable asset going into the future, and I'm very interested in what they have to do in regards to Project Atlas and their BitTorrent acquisition, as well as all the talk they're doing for content creators like myself and decentralizing the internet. It's something that I'm anticipating is going to be big, but they do not have a working product yet, despite being in the top 15 consistently. I say this all of the time. This space is very emerging and you must implore patience. Sure, there are a lot of people that got rich quick in crypto, particularly Bitcoin, this time last year, and we could very easily see a similar run up to what we saw last year happen as this year begins to close out, but there's no writing on the wall. Nothing is set in stone. Please don't hold your breath. You might be holding it for quite some time, but hang in there, continue to accumulate and dollar cost average your way to success, because at this point cryptocurrencies are not going anywhere. They really still remain the future of industry across the board, whether it's VeChain or whether it's Tron or whether it's a completely new value transfer or whether it's Bitcoin, which is just a peer-to-peer valuation. This space remains hyper evolving and, in my opinion, the largest global paradigm shift that I'm likely to face in my lifetime. I hope all of you are on board. I hope all of you are having a great week. Continue to follow us here at Crypto Review Central because I'm uploading multiple times a week, bringing you all of the ever-changing news in this space. If you've made it this far, make sure to hit that like button and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any of our content. My name is Landon. You are watching Crypto Review Central, and I will see you all very soon.